All right, as we continue monitoring that excitement is, of course, the build-up to the all-important Bafana Angola AFCON clash at 7 p.m. sharp this afternoon. Gets underway. Let's take you back to SABC News Sports anchor Xoli Zondo, who's at a fan zone out in Midrand, currently engaging with various fans ahead of that all-important match. We are now, Xoli, good afternoon to you once again. We are counting just under an hour, of course, just under 2 hours, in fact, before that all-important kick-off. What are the fans now saying about, what they hope is going to be the final end goal of, or end result of this game? Good afternoon to you once again.
Good afternoon once again, Alicia. The excitement here at Zo's at Carlsworld Deco Lifestyle Centre is absolutely palpable. The South African fans are streaming in their numbers and really in high anticipation of this match that will be kicking off in about an hour's time. So 7 p.m. at the Stade Marrakesh is where Bafana will be facing Angola, and they need all 3 points in their opening Group B match, which is why I've roped in, the fans. Just to talk about this Bafana match that is coming up. Slim, I'm going to start with you. I think firstly, let's unpack just the selection that Hugo Bruce went with in terms of this team that will be representing the country. How happy are you with the men that are representing us?
It's tried and tested. It's his boys that has done the job for him. Really excited to see Smith in the team, Chandre Campbell as well. Who are some of the surprise? Yaya Stole, and Talentum Bata is one of my favorite players as well, So I feel that we've got a balanced team. I do believe they're going to win. Sipon Buledim has been forming at the right time. Rele's back in the team, So I'm very, very excited to see TLB, with all the hype and excitement, and his move to Chicago now. I think it's going to impact him as well and bring the best out of him in the team. Ronan Williams is still there with, Sipo China, and them are there as well. So I'm definitely looking forward to seeing what we're going to do. Always representing it's Bafana Fire, Rikau Fela. So I'm just hoping for the best today, and I'm expecting a 3-1 win tonight.
Already coming through with the score predictions. We actually are going to unpack that a little bit later. And of course, Ricardo, we know that in terms of Hugo Bruce, this will be his 50th match in charge of Bafana. And he's had quite a stellar run in terms of how impressive he has done with the team.
Yeah. No, I'm really excited, especially with the controversy between Hina and Mbukasi. I feel like this is a good time and match, to quiet the noise. I feel like this victory is going to show South Africans that Hugo Bruce is the man for the job. I'm saying? Let's put all the other things aside and let's focus on what's happening on the pitch. So I think this is a great opportunity for us to get a good score against Angola, because this is very important. Our first match is the most important match because it's going to set the tone for us. And it's going to show South Africa's performance against a higher level country. We've been performing a lot against smaller countries, and this is the opportunity for us to see what South Africa is really made. And if we can get the first victory, Egypt, I'm scared, but I'm not scared. Zimbabwe, our neighbors, they didn't do us a favor the last time. Let's not forget, they didn't do us a favor last time. So I feel like this is a crucial game for South Africa. Win this game, boys, and then everyone can sleep nice at night. Egypt, we owe you one. For Al Ali, we owe you one, guys. Yeah, so we're excited.
No, absolutely. And speaking of this excitement, there is also pressure when you look at this Bafana team, because for the very first time in a long while, there are these huge expectations of winning the title for the first time since 1996. Does this bode well with the team? Does it help them to have this much pressure on their shoulders?
Yeah, I'm even getting goosebumps, man. Mahopa even needs to do the job. Last time we went to, bronze medal, which was very big, I believe. if we beat Nigeria, South Africa would have won that AFCON. So now I don't think it's pressure per se. I think it's excitement. I think they're looking forward to winning every game. Like you'd see, the camaraderie in the team is already there. Bajabulile Bafana, bafuna ukudlala, man, you know. Unlike when you'd see other camps, people would be uptight, but not in this camp. So seeing what Hugo has done for the team, you know, bringing a brotherhood to those boys, they understand what's happening. And I mean, even the send-off at Dobsonville was amazing. So them going with that confidence, you know, I don't think they fear anybody. They should not fear anybody. Rigwa was saying Egypt. I mean, Lodge at the last time, you know, we beat Egypt. So it's not impossible, you know. I think that I wouldn't like to say we're one of the favorites. We are one of the, but go into it with the underdog mentality so that they don't have any of that pressure on them and just go out there and enjoy football. Because I mean, the World Cup's coming up next, so that's another huge one. So just build on all that confidence, and then Bafana will win, man. I believe it, I see it, and I trust it, God.
Oh, we need all of those 3 points. Now, just in terms of strategically, what Hugo Bruce, assistant coach Helman Mkalele are supposed to do in terms of this encounter, because we know the likes of Lyle Foster, Chandre Campbell, they joined the team a bit later in terms of them being internationally based players. How should he be structuring that team when you look at the attack force, and also considering that Angola are also good up front?
Yeah, man, I feel like it shouldn't change that much, my honestly opinion. You know, why break something that works? You know, I feel like we shouldn't change that much, you know what I'm saying? I've always been frustrated with Bafana up front, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like Lyle Foster now, if you've watched his Burnley matches, he's been shining, the boy's been shining. So I really think it's going to play a huge role. I really think this is his opportunity to be the Benny McCarthy or the Mark Williams of 96. You know what I'm saying? Mark Williams in 96, man, the team of 96, it's the cream of the crop of South Africa. It came in a time where Nelson Mandela came out of prison. You know what I'm saying? So it came in a time when South Africa needed a win. And I think 2004, you know what I'm saying, we as a country, we're moving into new heights. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot of excitement in the country, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like this team, just like the rugby team did, I think 2 years ago, you know what I'm saying? I think they can restore the glory of South African football and the people, because soccer doesn't just have an effect on the pitch, but also off the pitch. The 94, 96, you know what I'm saying, when they won the African Cup of Nations, you know, I was still, don't want to reveal my age, you know what I'm saying, but I remember the atmosphere, you know, I was in Boksburg, you know, white people, black people, we all came together for that victory, you know, we were considered rugby was a white sport and soccer was a black sport, but I'm telling you guys, 2024 AFCON, this is going to connect South Africans just like the World Cup connect. I had that feeling. It's just there. You know,
I'm getting goosebumps, you know, when you think about that, you know, and you speak of a Mark Williams who scored a brace in that final against Tunisia, you know, and of course going on to lift it for the first time in our history. You spoke about a 3-1 scoreline. Yeah. I want us to unpack a little further. When are these goals coming in? Who is actually going to score? And really, for Ronald Williams, you don't think he's going to get a clean sheet in his opening match?
Like, you know, it's I mean, first game's the nerves. I mean, if you watched Morocco's game last night, I mean, it was an amazing game, but that team had a chance to score against them. So, you know, you just don't want to say, hey, 3-0, 3. The one is just there for the excitement. Not that Ronald's he's one of the best goalkeepers, you know, I mean, ranked, you know, in FIFA's greats, you know. So the goals would come. Okay, let me make it 3-0 just for you. Let me make it 3, because it's a Christmas spirit. We need, Rico was saying we need a Christmas spirit. First goal around the 15th, 20th minute, I think Sipho Mpule. I think 45 or just after that, close to the 60th minute, Lyle Foster. And I think the third goal about the 80th, 85th or 90th, Rele Mufokeng. Yeah.
I like the sound of that. I like the sound of that. Give us your score prediction. How is it going to go?
I actually, he stole it from me because we were speaking about it. We did speak about it. I do think it's going to be same people. I also think Lau, you know what I'm saying? But I think Lau will start the first. I think Lau will do the first goal. You know, Mafukeng, I love him, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Maybe not in order, but the same guys I think would score. I think I'm predicting a 3-1. That's my prediction.
And I'm hoping one of those goals will be as exciting as Ayoub Al-Kabi's from yesterday. That bicycle kick goal for Morocco, absolutely scintillating. That's what we'll be looking forward to see. Yeah.
The penalty. It could have been 3-0 with a penalty saved, you know what I'm saying? Let's not give those guys a disadvantage, you know. It could have been 3-0.
True, but they also had a chance. They saved the penalty and they could have scored. So if they scored, it's a different situation. So let's not break down and try and say the talent.
You see what happens when football fans are in one area, right here in Midrand, Zo's Lifestyle. That's where we are. And of course, looking forward to that Bafana Angola match. We are still going to continue with this conversation as we really cross fingers, toes, all appendages that Bafana will walk away with 3 points.